it's another music magazine to the pan for Friday. You don't know, so say we try to make all kind of different connections for you know with the music and the artists, and when we hear a lot into for we islands them. And precisely we have a brother coming all the way from Jamaica today in our program. This is Mr. Lutan Fyah, roots reggae, strictly roots and meshes for unity, love, and all these things we're going to have today. In other music, we welcome Lutan Fyah right here with a big applause. Evening, evening. How are you?
Give thanks. Blessed day, man. How are you? I'm blessed.
We good too, thank God. Bless, as how you say and repeat, we bless, thank God. Feel yourself at home right here in the music magazine. We're going to talk a little bit of your early life into the musical career that you have and little aspects of the music also that you produce. So let's start by knowing you and knowing when you reached to music, especially the roots reggae that you're deep into nowadays.
I'm not hearing your question clearly.
Okay, that we will be talking today about your music, so to know you a little bit more and better, we would like you to tell us when did you get involved into music, and especially with the roots reggae that you produce nowadays.
How do I get involved in music? Well, I grew up in the 80s, you know, because I'm a 70s born, so we grew up in the dancehall era, and I happens to born in a yard with a sound system. So that's where we started out, by singing on sound system every night, every day, all day, you know. And as time go by, we start develop the craft and how to do what we want to do. And then in the early 90s, we start the professional recording, you know. And you know, I am from a cultural background, so what I do is sing what I learned from my culture, and that is Rastafari. This is why my music came off like that, you know.
Excellent. Mr.
Yes,
Lutan would like to know what the Bobo Shanti movement means to you.
Well, Bobo Shanti is a Rastafari group, you know, who choose to be in a space away from the system and the city, society and all, where we have our own life and community. That is 9 Mile, Bull Bay in St. Thomas, Jamaica, the east side of Jamaica.
Okay.
And our foundation, we do hymn book and Bible reading, we chant and pray every day. We show respect to Emmanuel, Marcus Garvey, Selassie, and Empress Menen, and all black African leaders from that time to this time, you know. So that is really the whole essence of Bobo Shanti, you know? Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Lutan, what music mean in your life?
What?
What music mean in your life?
Well, music means everything. Like, without music, I don't know what I would do. Like, music is a part of my DNA, all genre of music, every day, anytime. That's the meaning of music for me in my life.
Okay, let's go back in time, Mr. Lutan. Back way to Gargamel label from Buju Banton, and the first songs you record there.
Well, it was one of the first time, you know. In them time, we used to walk around and try to get yourself involved and try to know people. And this was one of the places where I stop and get the opportunity to do recordings. And we do a few songs. Most 99% of them songs never came out, but it was a privilege to be there and learning how to do what I do mostly, you know.
Okay, excellent. How was the experience of crossing seas and launching out your music in the United States back in the time?
Well, you know, across the world, when you get invited, it really would mean people want to see you. So it's always a great vibes. And when I go to shows across the world to sing, it feels like a family environment. Like, I think all people who come to my show are connected with the vibes that I sing, you know, and the spirit of my music. So that even make it easier for me to just be joyful while I perform. worldwide, people of many different language, religion, race. And, we just always try to stay happy while I do it, you know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. And your music have to do a lot with message of unity, love, like more brotherhood and all these things, like the good livity and all surround what we can consider as good vibrations in life. How do you take out the message to the people? Like you sing about things happen to you or the way you see world?
Well, as I said before, I came up to a cultural background, which is Rastafari, and it was a baptismal moment when I chose to live that kind of way. And all about what I sing is what I learn or gain from learning through the Rastafari consciousness. It points me to many different schools of knowledge. Intuitive knowledge, meeting and greeting and reasoning with people. And this is how my lyrics come about. By getting to know how people talk, how people think, what people want to hear, and how they want to hear it in a simple conversation or in a song. So what I do as Lutan Fyah is take the conversation vibes and make it into a melody.
Okay.
So that people can really sync and connect with what I'm doing, you know what I mean? The vibes of the conversation. That's what I try to push in music or put in music. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right.
And that is the connection that all artists have to make with their fans and the people that really follow up the music. Yeah. Make them really feel identified with what they're listening. Make them feel identified with what they're hearing and the lyrics of the song. Them. Mr. Lutan, what project you have now that you would want to share with us at this moment in the program? Musical project.
What?
Musical project you're making right now that you would want to share with us in the program.
Okay, what I'm up to right now, I'm in the studio putting together my 19th album.
Okay.
And today I canceled a session which I was supposed to go do some percussion on one of my songs and the horn section, but it didn't get to work out due to other commitments. But what I'm doing now solely is fine-tuning this project to be released sometime later this year. It's a 13-track album. We haven't found a name for it yet. We don't give it no name yet.
Okay.
We just are going to fix up things.
Okay, you have a hard work there because when people are supposed to find the name that will carry out that album through the world, sometimes it ends up to be difficult. But, well, it's been a long journey due all this pandemic situation, so maybe a good name will come out. Mr. Lutan, we would like to know the insight you have about reggae music, the actual reggae music, and the way they're producing roots reggae also in Jamaica and the revival reggae. How do you see the music industry, especially the reggae, into Jamaica and the world?
Say that question again. Sometimes due to the part where you speak, I don't understand clearly.
Okay, don't worry. Which is a way or which insight you can give us about the roots reggae they're producing now in Jamaica and also the revival reggae going out now to the world?
Well, in Jamaica, there's not a lot of roots reggae on the scene here.
Okay.
But there's a lot of roots reggae being made in Jamaica. Well, across the world, what I can see today is a lot of emerging reggae artists, up to about 400 reggae bands across the world today. And none of them are from the Caribbean, much less Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And across the world, you have over 600 reggae festivals from May to September. For over 25, 30 years. And for the past 10, 15 years, we Jamaicans, Caribbean artists are just like 2% of the package.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what is happening today, that I like, is what you call a new revival. Mm-hmm. So you call it?
Yeah.
I call it reggae music still, because it's Jamaica. And every era you have a new melody and a new vibes and it's a crucial time, and I think it's right for these younger ones to come and take up the baton and run the relay. And a lot of people are connected to the new revivalist reggae artist, and that is great.
Okay.
Excellent. Mr. Lutan, you have a song that name Feel Like Skunk. Would like to hear.
I feel like skunk.
Yes, sir. That right. Yes, sir.
To the reggae music. I feel like grooving. Groove to the reggae music. Yeah, them tune there.
Yes, sir, man. Really wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. This song you have launching out now, and on which social media or where we can hear this song?
Well, what you can do in here, you can follow Lutan Fyah on Facebook. That is Anthony Lutan Fyah Martin, and you can also follow me on Instagram. That is Lutan Fyah Music. Then, yes, sir. And you can also find me on Cameo also.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Lutan.
And we correspond our whole vibes together because we are all one people.
You can say that
to meet
again.
up and beat up.
Yes, the same Caribbean, the same connection, the same vibe, and the same music that we really enjoy here so in San Andres, Providence, and Ketlina. And all come from...
It's just the patchwork kind of different.
Yes,
we still say picnic, little bit, all them things there. We have some similarities. We can understand you perfectly.
What you say, spider or Anansi?
Anansi.
Anansi or spider.
And the spider too. We have Anansi stories. Yeah, we have Anansi stories.
Yes, sir. Give thanks. We are all, you see, same.
Yes,
sir. Mr. Lutan, we can't say goodbye to you without you. Please give us an advice. We have plenty young children and youth that watch this program and really want to be an artist, a songster, a producer. What message, what advice you can give to them in this evening?
Well, as for younger people in the Caribbean today who aspire to do music, I would advise you all to look at the old-time template. The template that people like Bob Marley use, where they come together in groups and create music together. You know, for the past 30, 40 years, Jamaican artists has been like single, me, Lutan Fyah alone. So that never create the power or generate the magnet for the world to connect to the music of individuals. But when you have a band together, a team of people making it happen, you just work together, find a togetherness group and work together, you know, musically.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Nice, and so humbled to have you here in the program today. We want to give you thanks for the time that you give for us on this interview, and we will keep connect. Thank you so much and keep blessed.
Yes, sir. Rastafari.
All right. Now we're going to go with a back-to-back right here, another music from Lutan Fyah.